Good morning. I'm sick, so this will be a very fast episode. Oh, let's see. We're going to do some scans. Scan. Bum, bum, bum. And I was doing this on my mobile phone. I love, by the way, the, I don't know if they've updated it, but the TrendSpider mobile app. It's so simple, so easy. I mean, I don't have all of the indicators on it, but I can do my scans. I can do everything that I want on it. It's really, really well set up. Let me get up here and pull this up. Why am I not? There it is. Oh. Skip. I should go over here and make sure that this is monetized. I don't know. Did it? I want to make sure that it did. Content live. Oh, it's off, but we're going to turn it on. Save. Boom. Videos. Get shareable link. You know what? We're just going to go to our, let's go to our channel. Your channel. There we go. I wonder why it's for you. Oh, I guess it shows up just because it's for me or something. I don't know. No. Come on. Back down. Do I have to take you downstairs? You want to go down? Okay. Okay, I'm back. I think. Let me see. No. What the hell happened? Am I live? I don't even know. Oh, there I am. Morning. I guess I am live. I'm trying to see. Why did it do? No, I don't want that. Where's my channel? There's the live one. Let me see. There we go. I don't know why. I'm sick and I'm out of sorts. Morning, Joe. Morning, John. Where's my scanner? There it is. UNH and Pepsi. Do covered call. Energy names. There shouldn't be anything in energy names. Maybe a couple, but shit. My energy level is low. Rig. Ooh. Rig. Shell. Fang. These are solid. I mean, look, they're all above the 200-day on the 4-hour. Solid names to trade. Levered ETFs. Let's see. Did any of the short ones come up again? TS levered ETFs. We'll put these in a separate list. TSLS, SVIXY, SDS, FAZ, SARK, SRTY, TBT, HIBS, and SDOW. Short stuff's all coming up as scans. Like, look at SARK. I mean, ARK has just, ARKK has just had a monster run from, I mean, this is down, what, 25% since the end of November. So, okay, levered ETFs. We're going to go low-cost Vanguard. See if there's any entries. No. Spider sectors. XLP. XLP is the consumer staples. And I think, yeah. Ironic, Zach from Spotify asked about XLP. Interesting. Ironic. Not owned. Let's see. SOFI. RKF. KWeb. GBTC. Do. Okay, levered ETFs. Morning, Chris. Let's go to the Dow. WBA. UNH is already in there. Let's go to the NASDAQ, see if there's anything in the NASDAQ 100 that interests me. FANG. FANG is already in there, yeah. Costco, WBA, BKR, XEL. Okay. And let's do the S&P 100. Boom. BMY. Is this finally going to get a freaking leg up? I'm not going to include it. That's just a nightmare of a stock right now. There's nothing moving. I mean, nothing huge. The only thing, I mean, Shopify is up by 4%. We can get rid of this. Still moving. So hopefully you're in that one like I am. SMCI moving up a little bit. Nothing huge though. Okay. Let's start the podcast because let's just make sure. This particular, that one. Okay, we're going to start out with QQQ. Okay. Where's my, there we go. Let me just make sure this looks okay. I don't know why the hell did that shrink up? Now it's bigger. Makes no sense to me, but I might shrink this up real quick. Okay. Yeah, you can see enough. Okay. Got the 4 hour up. We're going to pull this up. Get rid of that. Let's pull up TrendSpider because they have product plans and pricing. They went into Cyber Monday. Wah. Let me see if there's anything on FinViz Home. Nothing that blows me away. Nat gas is down. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna hit record. UIS. Let me look at that for you, Joe. Unisys, that's a hugely beaten down tech stock. That's crazy. 275. God. Kudos on this one. Larry, I'm sick, so I can't scream. God, kudos on this one. If you got in at 292. The algorithm, by the way, the 4 hour algorithm on this, 2 years, it protects you significantly because 2 years ago you're down 126%. In the algorithm on this one, you're making 128% over 2 years. Your average win is 18%. Let's look at a weekly. That's a solid one, Joe. Let me look at UIS. I know the company. I mean, it's a software company, so God, they have fallen from grace. Target price is $5. Let me look at what does Seeking Alpha say about it. Hold. Look at that. Friday, October 16th. Strong buy. Where was it, October 16th? It was at $3.12. So this dude has nearly doubled your money. Yeah. Solid play, Joe. If I didn't have so many family obligations, I'd be playing the stock market too. Ugh, don't get me started. I shouldn't say just family. Okay, we're gonna go into this. I'm gonna hit record. Let me just make sure I've got everything up. Stocks to watch. Oof, sorry. My knee hit it. I just got to get my head wrapped around Tesla's Cybertruck. Let me look. Does Seeking Alpha have anything about Tesla? It's all about the problems with the union in Sweden. Nothing about the Cybertruck. Let me see. I don't think they have the Cybertruck up here now. Let's see. Let's Google it. We'll include this. Why not? We'll include that in the... Okay, we're going to do QQQ. I'm going to start. Solid play, Joe. I would, in order to get out, I'd probably use the, let me see. I'd probably use the 65 minute though. That could drop. How does the 65 minute? Wow, 65 minute makes you 87% versus a 49% gain. But it just got you in at 527. I mean, it's just been on a run here, even since, shit. I mean, November 7th. Oof. Solid play. Dogs barking in the back. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm back. 9% yield. What's Mercedes stock symbol? MBA. GAF. Hoof. 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 MB. Oh. MB. GAF. Yeah. Doesn't come up in FinViz. MBGYY. Let's see. MBGYY. MBGYY. Doesn't come up here in FinViz either. Careful what you're buying. I don't doubt that it's a solid stock, and that's beaten down stock. Let's see, weekly. I mean, you're below the 200-day. You're going to get up there. You're going to fill that gap at 22. I don't argue with that one. Solid beaten down play of a company that's just going to, MBGAF. Yeah. I mean, either one. Solid play, I think. Okay, let me start this thing. Okay, here we go. I got my notes. Stocks to watch. Good morning. It's Monday, November 27th. I am low energy Gary today. Reason I'm low energy is I've caught a sickness, a cold. So I'm going to try and make this less than 10 minutes. The newsletter will be out. In fact, I did a collaboration with My Weekly Stock, and I did that video over here on YouTube. I'll put a link to it in the newsletter, but My Weekly Stock, his pick this week is Intel. So you can see why he picked Intel if you go over to myweeklystock.substack.com. If you want, I will link to it on my newsletter. If you want any of the links that I go over, it's in Linktree, linktr.ee/dailystockpick. You can sign up for my newsletter down here at the Substack. It is dailystockpick.substack.com. So either one, you can go and look at it, but go watch the video. I put it out yesterday, tried to get it before his email went out, but he and I will be doing more collaborations in the future, so you're aware. What do we have on the markets? The futures are down. There's nothing really going on. It's going to be a quiet day. Enjoy your Cyber Monday. Buy your crap on Amazon. There was a news story from Seeking Alpha that I noticed this morning, and there's a ton of news stories on Shopify in particular. I get a ton of this in my email because I am a big shareholder of Shopify. I just continue to add it. I haven't sold it. I have it long term. I have it short term. I just continue to add this one. They announced that they had a huge Black Friday. Increased sales year over year, 22% compared to last year. So huge gains on that one. We're looking at Shopify. It's in the core portfolio. It's one of those stocks. I've said it's going to 80 at some point in time this year. We can look at this one from a long-term standpoint. You're still below the 200-day. The 200-day is at 81. It's trading at $72 right now in pre-market. The 50-day just turned positive. The 200-day never really went negative. You're just a beaten down stock. It is expensive. Understand, it is expensive. But I have no fear in making sure that you trim a little bit on this one. You can trade around this one because it is so volatile. Its forward PE is 67. 67. They're losing money. They're not making money. It's up 102% year to date. The average target price is 69. Yeah, 69. My eyes deceive me. I think it's an $80 stock. I mean, I've said that when it was at 50. I thought it was an $80 stock. I said back here when it was trading in October 45, I said it's an $80 stock. I think it's an $80 stock. Solid play here. The Qs. Let's go over the Qs. Because the Qs on the 4-hour algorithm, you're still in. You're starting to see a little button hook. This is going to be a light week of trading. The RSI is at 69. The MACD is way up here at about 7 or 8 on the oscillator. It's starting to trend a little bit downward. You might have a tick down. I said last week I would sell my TQQQ. I haven't. I'm just holding it. I'm waiting for the algorithm to really tell me to get out or for it to lose its confirmation. If it loses its confirmation under that 9-day, I'm going to get rid of it. In fact, what am I doing from now until the year end? I outlined it in my newsletter. Tax loss harvesting season is upon us. Strategies I'm using. You can see if you go down here, I think down below this is paid content. And it's just an outline of what I'm doing. I even outlined, this is a $50,000 sell last year from Exxon. This one is one of the scans that I did, GBTC. This one, I missed out on $33,000. I sold this for $11,000 last year in a tax loss harvesting session. It's up 124% year to date. I lost it because I just sold out of it. I trimmed Apple last year. I trimmed Microsoft last year. Here's the conclusion. I went over all of this in this newsletter. So if you want to see it, you can go over to dailystockpick.substack.com and check out that newsletter. It's the latest one that I wrote. But GBTC, I just did the scans. GBTC in the 4-hour got another cross up. This has been crazy. This has been a crazy, crazy stock. Now, over the past 2 years, if you listen to my algorithm, you made 26% in this stock. If you just bought and held it, you've lost 31%. That is the solid play on a lot of these volatile stocks. My 4-hour algorithm makes you money in a lot of these. Because remember, it was written around COVID time. It was supposed to save me from COVID. And if you're interested, TrendSpider has a Cyber Monday deal going on right now. It's the same one as the Black Friday, spoiler. But I am not including 6 months of my paid newsletter. I will include that later through the holiday season. But that was just for Black Friday. So the 3 or 4 people that signed up yesterday on TrendSpider that I haven't gotten to, there were more that actually took advantage of this. But I will send you the newsletter, the free complimentary 6-month thing, and the welcome letter for TrendSpider, where you can import all my algorithms, all of my scanners, all of my watch lists, everything that I use to look at these things. You'll get for free if you just sign up for TrendSpider. But the Cyber Monday deal is up to 82% off. Again, if you listen to me for a while, the yearly prepay is the best one. Sign up. When I travel, when I'm sick, I don't want to do this show, so you can do it on your own as well. So let's see. Oh, yeah. The Seeking Alpha deal, by the way, is still going on, too. I think it's $169, somewhere around there. It's 30% off the premium. The link is in the link tree right here. If you just click on this Seeking Alpha link tree, you'll get, it's even more than $50 off. It says $50 off, but it's a Black Friday deal that goes till, I think, this Friday. But if you're interested in that one, I really like Seeking Alpha. And the Black Friday deal is the best one. Seeking Alpha gives me a whole bunch, and I'm going to do a video on that in a little bit. Let's take a look at Tesla, because Tesla has their Cybertruck event coming up on Thursday of this week. It's a big one. I'll include this in the newsletter. This is a Tesla Tari, but it's Cybertruck first delivery and event details. They're going to do it up. There's been some news on it, nothing crazy, but Cybertrucks are out in force at some of the Tesla dealerships. Nothing in New Jersey, nothing in Atlanta. I'd have to travel down to Maryland to see it. I am planning on getting a Cybertruck. Not one of the first ones. I made that mistake with my Model 3, even though I still have my Model 3. I still love my Model 3. It is unbelievable when you get software updates and it feels like a new car. But I will get a Cybertruck. They made a special cleaner, by the way. But where's Tesla? Tesla's up 0.36%. I mean, I do think you're getting this gap. Well, you filled that gap. You filled that gap up to 245. I'd expect it to kind of trade just nominally. They're dealing with a strike issue. If you go over here too, this is what's crazy and this is what I really like about Seeking Alpha, is I can type in Tesla and I can just glance down here. Tesla sues Swedish government over strike impact. Rivian Automotive is Needham's only buy-rated EV stock. You can look at some of the analysis that some of the TrendSpider Seeking Alpha folks have done. Right now, Tesla is a hold. So I wouldn't necessarily trade into this. If you're feeling FOMO and you want to get into Tesla, what I would suggest, which is where I go, is XLY. XLY is the consumer discretionary. And if we go over here to holdings in Seeking Alpha, and by the way, a lot of this stuff is free. If you go to holdings, look, 24% is Amazon, 17% is Tesla. It's almost 50% right there. What's that? 30, 40, 41%. 41% of this ETF is Amazon and Tesla. You've got Amazon with the holidays. You got Tesla with the Cybertruck. So if you wanted to pull that one up, and buy XLY. XLY is in the core portfolio. So I do own a large portion of XLY. Down here at 151 was a great buy. But if you take a look at XLY and we just look at a weekly, you're down around the 200 day. So I don't think it's crazy. You had that death cross, but the 50-day didn't go down too much on this one. So I don't think it's nuts. Am I buying more? Probably not. But I am looking at a Tesla with the Cybertruck. I really, really like that one. If you're not following me on Twitter, I would suggest you follow me. I post a ton of stuff on Twitter, X, Vosface, whatever you want to call it. But one that I posted the other day was this one. And Shea Bowler, he's part of Savvy Trader. And I'm on Savvy Trader as well. He has a paid portfolio on Savvy Trader. He posts some of the best stock stuff that I've ever seen. This one was a solid post. 5 predictions that will happen in 2024. Salesforce buys Twilio. Cisco acquires Zoom. Netflix acquires Paramount. Team acquires PD, which is, I don't even know what PD is. Microsoft provides Zoom info to boost its data analytics with LinkedIn. So, it's solid plays. Again, you could buy any of these stocks, and if any of it happens, I think you're winning. You could buy Twilio, you could buy Zoom. If any of this happens, you could absolutely make out like a bandit on those. You have to buy it before the sales are announced, though. But he's solid. I would suggest following him. Sign up for my newsletter. You'll get a link to that. Go to my Twitter. I retweeted it. You can go and watch it. Let's look at social requests. Brian from YouTube asked me to look at AES. Isn't this the drone company or something? Let me look. AES, down at 13. It's trading at 16 now. It's AES Corp. Utilities dividend. Let's go down to the bottom. Engages in provision of power generation and utility. It's not the flying thing. It operates, so it's a utility, U.S. and industrial. Let's see. The average price target is 21. It's trading at 16. They are losing money, so it's not making money. A utility that's losing money. It's got a 4% dividend. Its most recent was downgraded from UBS from buy to neutral with a $13 price target, and it's trading at 15. You got to worry when the most recent, which is October, brings it down to 13. There's some type of news in this. Leon Cooperman, who is a fantastic, one of my heroes. Let's see what he says about AES. I don't see AES. There it is. So as Mr. Cooperman remains cautionary about the market, it pays to see which stocks, the AES Corporation, Microsoft, and Citigroup. So that's what he likes. We took a look today at some notable names are the AES. Yeah. So, Brian, I don't know if it's a good buy. I'd probably stay away from it. Remember, I'm a big cap guy. I don't like a lot of this stuff, but Leon Cooperman, he's a solid individual. So if you wanted to trade that one, I would look at that. I would look at more of the stories and the background on it. SGD. Let's just look at SGD. This is Safe and Green Development. This has been, this looks like a hype stock from 67 cents to $3.81. SGD, let's go over here. This is Safe and Green Development. It's real estate. Market cap of 38 million. Good luck in filling shares on this. They have 16 million shares. I would stay away from it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's an IPO. You have no idea what's going to go on here. It's 38 million bucks. They're not making money. They have cash on hand of nothing. Nah, stay away from it, Brian. Not worth it. All hype. William Morgan. Hi, Gary. Love your podcast. Question for you. This is from Spotify, by the way. I bought UVixy and sold calls against it in September, which was a great move, but now I'm stuck holding. I like having a hedge to my big tech. When best time, but should I sell? UVixy? Let's see. UVIX is what he says. UVIX, yeah. Let's look at UVIX. This is a 2 times long VIX futures. The VIX, if I go over here to, we're just going to type in the VIX because we want to see the S&P VIX. It's 13. Look at that chart. I mean, with this November rally, it's been down. I mean, the VIX is just broken. The VIX in rallies like this, if we're going down, you're going to see this one. I have no confirmation on the 4-hour. I don't know anything about options. I would not buy into UVIXY right now. UVIX, this is 2 times. UVXY is the one that's 3 times levered. This is the pro shares, and it's just not showing any confirmation. Like I said, over here, November 15th, I think we have to go up at some point in time. This was at 1175, but it's got no confirmation. I tend to stay out of those things that have no confirmation. So, William, I can't help you on the options. If you're down on this one, I'd get the hell out, because I do think personally, as a bull, I think we're continuing on this rally. There's just no stopping this rally. You may have some pullbacks, and you may have an opportunity to get out during those pullbacks, but with a shortened, with the low volumes that we expect to see over this time, I just can't imagine the VIX getting some type of shock. I just can't. Honest to God, I can't. Zach, XLP seems like a solid consumer staple stock with names like Costco, Pepsi, and Walmart. XLP, ironically, Zach, it got another cross up here. So XLP, we can take a look at this. If we go over to FinViz, or I'm sorry, let's just go over to Seeking Alpha is better for stuff like this because it provides actually better. You can go and look at the holdings. Procter & Gamble, Costco, PepsiCo, Walmart. I mean, this is a solid name. 25% of this is Costco and Procter & Gamble. It's got 39 total stocks. So you can take a look at the holdings if you want. As far as the summary goes, you can see Black Friday. I mean, this was a solid buy for Black Friday. If we look at the chart, you were in at 67. You're down below the 200-day here at 70. This got beaten down because of the potential of the weakness in the consumer. So you're right around the 200-day. I don't see any problem with buying this. If you think the consumer and this year is going to be a solid gain for the consumer, this is where you go, XLP. Just buy it. Just buy it. Some of the scans that we have. Let me see. Did I go over everything? Some of the scans we're going to go over. Costco. Costco, just solid play. Let's look at Costco right here. It's kind of even. I've written this one on a weekly. I said, hey, this is just going to continue to go. The reason you want to buy this let's just get out of the strategy so you can see this. The reason you want to buy this is really because if you have a membership increase, this stock is going to fly. And you can see if we go, this is all the way back to 2014. You can see we're in the bottom part of that channel. So I don't think it's too high. The problem that you do have is some of the valuation on this. If we go to Costco, the valuation is the forward PE is 34, the PE is 41. Now that's pretty expensive if you look at something like a Target. It's about half. Doesn't mean the Target's going to grow like Costco does. Costco makes their money on membership fees. If you go to Walmart, Costco's still more expensive than Walmart. So you might want to think about Walmart on that pullback. But Costco did have a cross up. Solid play. I like this stock. UNH. If we go to strategy tester and we pull up the 4-hour again. UNH, I've said buy it under 500. It hasn't been under 500 for a while. Got you out right here, gets you right back in at 544. Just buy it. I mean, solid play. You do have to worry a little bit about the election next year and healthcare. The 50-day starting to move positive again. It's a bit extended. I think I hold this one in short term. I may look at pulling this one, but it's just a solid stock that you want to have in your portfolio. Pepsi, we talked about Pepsi in the core portfolio. It is below its 200-day, 161, gets another cross up. Again, just another bullish move on this. RIG, RIG, I've said this one before. Energy names are just tough right now. OPEC canceled their meeting or postponed their meeting. There's a couple of players that want to expand production, but we're already producing enough. China, a pullback on demand. But rig gets a cross up here at 656. At some point, this becomes a buy. It's got its confirmation above the 9-day right now. So I'd say it's a fairly decent pull. But again, you got to make sure that, the rig is just, they basically transport oil and gas. So rig is just a transport. Shell, Venom, Fang, XLP, SOFI, ARKF. Now, what's interesting about this is ARKF. This has been I read an article from Seeking Alpha. Here, you can go over if we just type in Square. I'm not going to put this in the newsletter or anything, but there's some great analysis for Square. In my crosshairs for an undervalued growth stocks. That's from Friday, November 17th. You can see this morning, PayPal versus Block, which fintech is the better investment. USC's record buying. This has been a beaten down stock, and ARK owns it. ARKF, if you want to just own a bunch of fintech stock, ARKF is the way to go. And we had a cross up on ARKF. Oh, come on, ARKF. We're going to put that in. ARKF, you can see, we can look at the holdings on ARKF, Coinbase, Shopify, Block, DraftKings, UiPath, Twilio. Solid list of stocks there in the top ownership. So again, they're partial. It's going to grow, but you can see if we go to a weekly, ARKF has not done well. ARKF since its inception, $50 there. I think this is putting in its base between probably 15 and 25, I would say. So if you want ARKF, it crossed up. An interesting one, some of the shorts, TSLS, which is a short of Tesla, TSLS, 1 times bear. This got a cross up here at 2029, thinking that with the Cybertruck event, it's not going to take off. SVXY, we talked about UVIXY, SVXY got a cross up. That is the inverse. That is the short, thinking that the VIX is going to continue to go down. This has been the most solid play here at 80. It's now at 97. So in pre-market, 97.27. But that gets a cross up. I will include a list of levered ETFs that had cross ups. So if you want any of the links in my my podcast here, sorry, I am sick. And it's hard for me to continue, but I'm going to cut it short here. Linktree, linktr.ee. Do not miss the Black Friday sale with Seeking Alpha. Do not miss the Cyber Monday deal with TrendSpider. The Linktree right here. You can see, get the newsletter. The newsletter is the best thing. So, okay, take care. Bye. I don't need coffee, Titan. I need to get better. My head feels like it's going to explode. Okay, let me look at your stuff. Yeah, UNH was great. PM Mercedes is 4. Morning, Brandon. Tyler, man. Tyler, Riot. We'll look at Riot. Mara's my choice. Mara's a better miner, but Riot's a good one too. Riot here in the 4-hour algorithm, buy at 10:59. That was on November 20th. I mean, here's the problem with holding Riot. You got to have a plan, Tyler. And my plan for Riot would be, if I'm making a profit, I'm going to sell it. You're up 254% this year to date. Great gain. It's not making money. When that crypto ETF, the spot ETF, and hopefully everybody who invests in this understands, an ETF like GBTC right now is traded on the futures of Bitcoin, and that's ineffective at best. Supposedly, the futures are trading at a 13% discount to where a spot, which is the actual current price of Bitcoin. When the SEC approves a spot Bitcoin ETF, and it might be BlackRock, BlackRock has applied, Fidelity has applied, ARK has applied, JP Morgan has applied. GBTC is probably one of the first ones because they won a lawsuit against the SEC. So, but when you get that, all of this stuff's going to pop. And Coinbase is going to pop. Riot's going to pop. All of that stuff. I particularly like Mara. But Tyler, if you've made good profits in the last months, who knows if it's going to continue? They're not making money. You could have, the SEC could come out and say we're going to delay the spot Bitcoin by a year. And then, you're going to see this one down to 5 again. So you never know. And Tyler, there's no crystal ball. Right now, you do have confirmation above there. So I'd say it's solid, but with, you just don't know. It's down 5% in pre-market to 1140. But it does have confirmation above there. Hey, Titan, you can't see the charts? You should be able to see the charts. What the hell? Why can't the charts show up? Hold on. What the hell happened? Let me see. It seems to have froze. I guess you couldn't see the charts. Oh well, the video's not going to make much sense. I'm going to pull this. I got an option. I'm going to pull this in. Oh, where is it? No. OBS messed up. Oh well. Sorry, Titan. Screen. Yeah, I got Do Not Disturb on. I'll clean up OBS. OBS is a mess. But yeah, I need to get off here and just kind of go back to bed. Sorry, Titan. And if you missed some of this, hopefully it's better tomorrow. I'm definitely better than I was yesterday, but still not good. So I'll post this stuff. Titan, if you want to see the charts are just in TrendSpider. Sign up for TrendSpider. Yeah, I'm at my mom and dad's in New Jersey. I'm on my laptop. But we're on my computer. The computer's just, even though it's an older iMac, it's just set up better. And OBS seems to run it better. For some reason, I haven't been able to figure out why my laptop doesn't do well on it. I might have to just reinstall OBS. That's probably what I'll do. Yeah, it's a dresser that I stand up at. Oh, Tyler, you're one of the ones that I'll send you out. I think you emailed me, Tyler. I'll send you out. I'll send you out the email. I'll send it out before I do the videos and stuff. Right after I get off here. Awesome, Titan. Go any chart that I went over, you'll see it in TrendSpider. That's the goal for you guys. And by the way, if you guys aren't part of it, let me see. Let me see if they have it. One platform. They have a fantastic Discord group. And I don't know. Yeah, they do. If you go into Discord, I'm not good at Discord. I suck at Discord. But TrendSpider, if you go into Discord, they have a fantastic group that actually shares. Oh, it's down there. Download 3 of 5 installing updates. Yeah, I'm on Discord. I guess it's a set. It opened up my Discord here separately. Here, let's see. Let me see if I can. Oh. I started recording again. We're going to go over here. And we'll go to Active Trader Pro. Discord. Okay. And let's see. This Suno Chirp bot, I think that's where I wrote the song, by the way. But TrendSpider right here, their official one, they have folks that share strategies in here. So I would say, go into the day trading one. But TrendSpider is pretty active in here, and there's a whole community, and it's free. Oh. So, Dan's awesome. If you're talking about Titan, the Launches trading bot, I gotta share this, man. Jason sent me a great Apple strategy for 1 hour, and I think he launched it as a bot. He's told me, and I've talked with some of the guys at TrendSpider, a lot of the guys at TrendSpider. Oh, let me move this back. A lot of the guys at TrendSpider, they use the bots. Dan uses the bots. And there are a lot of people that use the bots once they have a solid strategy. And Jason, in a video that I'm still editing, shows you how to analyze and refine your strategy for a stock. I hate to say this, but I just have too many feelings involved. And TrendSpider, the whole point of TrendSpider is to get your feelings out of trading. But I don't trust bots enough and the strategies that I have enough to trade that way. So hopefully that makes sense. But as far as the scanners go, I mean, shit. And TrendSpider, here, I got to change this. This screen needs to be. We need to update just get more of the screen in here. Up here, up top, I mean, the scanners that you can use, they're huge. I mean, it's just a huge list. I do several, but say you want to find something that, let's look at MACD. Here, MACD and stochastic cross buy in technology. Let's see. I just did a scan of that. I mean, you can type it down here too. MACD stochastic, you can see what it looks at. It looks at MACD and stochastic. It's a cross up of the MACD on a, let's see, is it daily? No. It's a 4 hour cross up. Oh, maybe I wrote this one. I'm not sure. So maybe you can't see it. But this is one by Jason where the MACD is crossing up on the daily. We can scan the S&P 500 with it. He got Cisco, Walmart. I mean, there's a lot in here. So, but TrendSpider's so good. I mean, it's really so good. Yeah. Titan, here's and this is what I would tell everybody who signs for TrendSpider. It's not something that it's not plug and play. If you're looking for something to plug and play like a Jim Cramer, texting service, this isn't it. This is more a, hey, I'm going to have to watch my stocks. I set up a portfolio. I have a brokerage account, a brokerage holdings list that I set up, and you want to set that up, and you can set that up just over here in the left. Just create a new watch list. And so I have core investments. I have brokerage holdings. I have all of the ones that I've done for the podcast. I have ETFs that I look at. I have ones that I don't own but may want to own. Those are hugely, and I have a rebalance. And I used to follow this guy, Peru, on Twitter. He's good, just got a little crazy for me. So I had his list up there. But yeah, you can create these watch lists, and these watch lists are great. I would suggest you create a watch list, scan on those watch lists, and Titan, if you're new, if anybody's new to actually charting and technical trading, what I would do is take 5 stocks. And, if you have a full-time job, I had a full-time job when I first got into TrendSpider. And I would take, I had a list of 20, 30 stocks that I had that I was really familiar with over the years. And I just scanned them. At the beginning of the day, I just scanned them. And I said, hey, this is my strategy, and I want to take a look at it. And at that time, I only had the 4-hour. And I didn't even have the 4-hour when I had a full-time job. I used Active Trader Pro, in fact, because I quit right before COVID. I retired right before COVID. And Titan, it's overwhelming, yeah. It is. Brandon, Joe, there's a bunch of people in here that have TrendSpider. It's overwhelming, but it becomes, and Tyler, I know you're new as well. Once you set it up, and the benefit of actually signing up this past weekend, but I give a 7-day free trial anyway. I'm not in this to make a ton of money, but this one, my setup on TrendSpider, this one's the solid one in the, so Tyler, if you want this one, I'll put this, let's copy that. That link right there, that's to see all of the setup that I have on my screen. And then there's a part 2, indicators I use and why I use them. So if you want to set it up, and again, I don't think I charge a lot for what I give, because I think between TrendSpider, here's what I would say. I would say between TrendSpider and my newsletter, you could make the $300. It's about $380 for the year. And I'm going to raise the price of the newsletter once I organize it a little bit more. It's pretty unorganized right now. It's good for a weekly thing, but it's not good for looking at the archives and stuff. But what I would say is between those two, that $380 that you pay, in my mind, I think you get it back on one trade. Simple as that. I look at the trades that I've done recently. Shopify, DraftKings, Palantir. If you followed me into Palantir, Brandon's the one who butchered me into Palantir. IONQ, I followed into IONQ. In fact, I probably lost a good amount of profit in IONQ. But look, you're in at 1092. I think I bought around there. It's at 1209. So, but again, you kind of have to, and part of the reason in Titan and Tyler and everybody, I don't like to say, here's what I do, here's when I'm doing it, and here's why, I like to say why I'm doing it. Yeah, Palantir was Sherry. I got an email from Sherry. She's doing fine. She'll be back soon. But, yeah, God, look at Cleveland Cliffs at 17. Yeah, IONQ is all you, Brandon. Elf was Sherry. Sherry brought us Elf, which I still think is a solid play. I mean, look, today you got Disney down 1.38 because their movie opening was horrible. You got Devon down 1.17 because just energy's kind of doing crap, with the oil stuff. You got PXD down 235. God, as it gets close to that dividend, I think that's what everybody's waiting for. Tyler, I think here's what I would say. The difference, and I used TradingView before. I did not like TradingView. And the reason I didn't like TradingView was the system wasn't as intuitive as TrendSpider. And I think it just goes back to, I mean, they both essentially do the same thing, and you can find people. TradingView is significantly larger than TrendSpider, and I didn't feel I was getting the customer service that I wanted from TradingView. And the only reason I say that is it wasn't like I had a bad customer service experience. But when I joined TrendSpider, part of the lore of TrendSpider was there was a family, there was a group of people. There was, Dan, the CEO, is on Twitter talking about, Trump, and he's not hiding himself. And he will, honest to God, I don't message Dan. Specifically. I don't message Jason specifically on Twitter. I use this contact us down below in the bottom right, and they respond. Yeah, Titan. Hey, Titan's throwing out the money here. Titan, I think, yeah, I mean, if you're trading heavily, I don't think there's any reason you shouldn't invest in tools. It's kind of like a carpenter. Carpenter's not going out there and chinsing, he's not buying just he's going to buy a table saw, a hand saw. He's going to buy the tools that make him more productive and able to do his job better. That's the way I view TrendSpider. And if you're finding value in both, and your trading justifies both, I no problem. Yeah, Titan, you're good. I mean, if you're trading full time, so the difference, I don't think I've gone into it enough, but I do live off. I travel with Major League Soccer. I'll be doing Miss America in January, so I do event stuff. I travel with them doing credentials and stuff. I get portion of income from that. I get a portion of income from my affiliate stuff. Tyler, man, get Weeble. Use the link. Tyler. Go to Linktree. Oh, Linktree. Go to Linktree and get Weeble. Get the 20 free stocks. It's so much better than Robinhood. But options, I will tell you, Tyler, options are tough, man. I don't trade options. And the reason I don't trade options is you will get spanked. The only time I feel comfortable using options is for covered calls and for stocks I own and to hedge. I don't feel comfortable using options and it's all risk tolerance, but I'm older. But to go back to my income, I do make income from MLS, the affiliate links, and dividends. And that's essentially what I live on. And trading is a portion of that. But I don't rely on trading for my 100% of my income. I don't have that risk tolerance. But I feel comfortable that using tools like TrendSpider, I think you could. I mean, let me see. What am I? I'll tell you. Let's see. What am I? Webull, my $1,000 Webull. And I will tell you, trading a $1,000 account is a hell of a lot easier than trading a couple $1,000,000. But my Webull account is at $26.60. $26.60, and that started at the beginning of the year with $1,000. I am not up that much in my Fidelity account. Let me see. In my Fidelity account, boom, 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 boom. I got to do it on my watch because the app freaking sucks. In Fidelity, that's why I went to Webull, because the app on Fidelity just sucks. Even though I have all my money in Fidelity, but now I've got to go to the watch. And then I've got to pull up Fidelity. And okay. Let's look at that. Loading chart data. Year to date, I'm up 44% in a what? 7-figure portfolio. So, and what's cute? Let's see. Let's go. Let's do a chart. Let's see how I'm doing against QQQ. We'll go to charting, and we'll go year to date. I'm not beating QQQ, but let's pick a VOO. And there's a Dow. DJ. It's not IA. Is it TJ? I think that's going to be it. We're going to pull out the S&P. But, look, your year to date, Dow Jones is up 6%. Your VOO is up 19%. And your QQQ is up 47%, and I'm up 42%. I'd take that in a heartbeat. So, yeah. Titan. Canada's a little tricky. I don't know the laws and stuff, but Tyler, I'll tell you, I think Brandon uses some options with some of my stuff. I just don't do options because it complicates things for me. I'd much rather, give me Apple. Just give me Apple stock where I can buy it at 171 where the algorithm says, and I can just hold on to it. And, if I have something that I want to play, Cleveland Cliffs, solid, company that should give me some good profits. Devon, under 50. I mean, it just continues to go down, but God. Google, I could play because I think that one's a solid one. Meta, around 300. I mean, shit, Netflix under 400 was solid play. NVIDIA's getting to be a good one. Now that it's pulled back a little, you're seeing see the button hook. I'd rather play things that way, but I do not need income. So, it's a little bit easier in that sense. Okay, I'm going to go because I'm feeling, I think that was one of the best. This was good. Yeah, there's Brandon messaging me. But where was it? This was good. Oh, this was Jim Cramer. Who picked that picture for Jim Cramer? Man, what a douche. But this was good. To anyone trading 0 days to expire options, last Wednesday on a 3.5 hour trading day. All right, this was Friday. Yeah, just stop. Thanks, Titan. I will. I'll be back full energy tomorrow.